It's appearing more and more each day. Deebo Samuel has played his last game for the 49ers. He has put out on Instagram a video of him basically reposting a video from his friend. Basically, in that video, his friend was watching ESPN, and there were ESPN reporters talking about the Deebo Samuel stuff, and it was a headline of Deebo asked the 49ers to trade him. Basically, Deebo reposted that video, and his friend had a caption on there that said, "Go get it at Deebo Samuel." And he reposted that video on his story. So it's appearing more and more each day that, he has played his final game with the San Francisco 49ers. And it sucks. I just bought his jersey after the season. For this situation to escalate as quick as it has is telling, and something really, really bad must have happened between the 49ers and Deebo Samuel. And I'm assuming, it's money, obviously. I don't really know what else it could possibly be. I know like I said in my last video, I know there were reports about him not wanting to play running back. I genuinely still, as of now, do not believe that's true. I will not believe that until that comes from Deebo's mouth. Deebo sold wide back merch on his store, on his, personal store. He, raved about playing running back, saying that he likes it considering he gets the ball more, and that's what he likes to do, is get the ball. So I don't think any of those reports saying that Deebo was never intrigued by playing running back or didn't like playing running back, I genuinely still think that those reports are true. Now, obviously, with Deebo still being under contract, the 49ers do not have to, trade him, right? But at the end of the day, all Deebo has to do is hold out, and the 49ers could just trade him now. Therefore, they would be able to get something, draft capital, whatever it may be, in return for this upcoming season. And the draft's next week. So, when it comes to the 49ers, they're going to have to think fast, either resolve the issue or trade Deebo Samuel. At this point, I'm really not sure if the situation can even be resolved. But, the way things are going now, it's telling that something bad has happened between them. And it's just looking more and more likely each day that Deebo will be traded from the 49ers. I really don't know, like I said, what led to this. I spoke about it in my last video. There were videos about Deebo clearly not liking being in California because he simply just doesn't train there. I really don't understand how that has any correlation to what's going on now. I think people are just trying to pull things, out of their ass at this point. But Nick Bosa bought a condo in Florida, and he trains in Florida. Kittle trains in Nashville, where he's from. Trent Williams trains in Houston, Texas. Most premier players on the 49ers do not train in California. So I don't know. I'm not sure where we go from here. Obviously, I think this is going to be a dragged-out issue between Deebo and the Niners, and I think that would leave room for them to possibly resolve it. But at this point, like I said, I think that the 49ers are simply lowballing him. He's taking that in as disrespectful, as he should, and if the 49ers aren't going to pay him or they don't want to pay him $25 million, I really can't blame Deebo. He's a do-it-all player. He's done it all for the 49ers. I think the Niners know deep down that without Deebo, they would not be in the situation they're in. And I really hope that the 49ers don't trade him and then think they can just simply replace him with the players they currently have, because that's not going to happen. So they would either have to address it in the draft or something along the lines of that. But even in the draft, the 49ers don't have a first-round pick. I think that they would have a first-round pick if they trade Deebo. But obviously, if this is an ongoing issue and he's not traded by next week, the 49ers have really, really screwed themselves.